Then I'll come back for seconds.
Okay.
Where are you,
What
baby?
is up, y'all? It is me, guaranteed.
No, it's not. What if it was me though?
See, Scott said that last time. She said, "What if it was her?"
No,
It
what
could
if?
have been Scott.
Cause what if it was? It could have been me.
It could have been Scott.
Or what if it was I? I'm just saying it could have not been you.
All right. Anyway, she's right. It could have been anybody, but it's not. It is me, guaranteed. So, what is up, you all? What is up? Who's ever in here? Your grandmother on your father's side says hello, and something about getting back to work. You keep procrastinating on something. It's a start stop. You need to get back to work.
Who got McDonald's? What is in this house?
I like to. I mean, I guess technically I don't know any of you all. Do I know you? Whoever you are that's watching. Could you could you say something? Yeah. Well, your message is you got get grounded. This is coming from the Work Your Life Oracle deck. You got get grounded. Empaths are highly sensitive, so connect with nature. The reason that everything keeps wandering and doesn't feel sound is because you haven't had a chance to connect with yourself. Uh, Saying get grounded, and since most folks would say it's hot outside, it's nice outside, or what have you, that they would go put their feet in the grass, they're encouraging you to put your feet in water. You got a lot of things you want to say. Usually people who have a lot of things that they want to say want to make sure that they're saying them the right way. Even if you're just standing in water, you don't really feel like a huge watered kind of person. um Even if you're just standing in water, standing there, even if you're just collecting your thoughts, that's something. But if you have space where you can be by yourself and kind of have this conversation, even if it's imaginary with folks out loud, like in worst case scenario or best case scenario of a conversation with yourself aloud, that would help shine a lot of light on what it is that you're trying to lift off the ground. This little start stop thing you got pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. But they show you, like I said, standing in water. Whatever your thing is, it's really good. Like your idea, it's pretty cool. You got that ever unfolding rose. It's cracked open, and things are happening for you, not to you. You keep saying every time I start something, the reason that I'm stopping is because it's not me. You know what I mean? It's not me. Things keep happening. Things keep happening. They're happening for you, not to you. um well, he was supposed to come through with this, and then all of a sudden me and him ain't even cool no more. But that means that he was never supposed to be where you was going. He was never a good business partner. He always had plans on running off with the bag or fumbling it in some kind of way. So it's like, instead of saying these people changed on me or these things got ripped away, note that those were things that you were supposed to have been let go, and you got people now just kind of swiping things, people and places away. Your job is to forget them, just like they have seemed to forgotten the fact that y'all even used to anything. Those jobs never call back and say, hey, come back, we need you so bad to come back to work for us. Those people never came back and was like, oh man, I miss you so desperately as my friend, you should come back and be my friend again. We just need to be the best of friends. Oh Jesus, somebody help. Nobody did that. I'm lost without you. I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you. Nobody said that. So it's time for you to pick up and move forward on the things that you were still doing. Doesn't make your idea less of a great idea because these people walked away from it. Fuck them. They didn't have the vision. Damn, small-minded people. Ugh, sucks to be one of them, doesn't it? Look at it like that. You ain't done nothing. Making hell of improvements, but this cracked rose, that brainchild, that thing that you have is not going anywhere, that they're asking you to get grounded for so you can express it the way you want to. That thing that they're asking for is pretty cool. Hey, Laura Ann. I used to go live on the Facebook. I moved a lot of my Facebook video. I'm talking to whoever was or whoever's still in here. I used to go live on the Facebook they didn't like my content. They say I'm too positive. I always try to help people find themselves. I'm not on here reading for past relationship drama, leave him, he said, she said, whatever mess. I really try to get you to your people. This council of light, divine orchestration, the helpers in the subtle realms. I try to get you to your people and then make sure that you know that you're protected. So that way, even the big, fearful, crazy ass moments, you know that you're protected all around. So nothing is going to happen to you. Somebody is going to catch you. They're going to let it look like you're falling. It's always going to feel like you're falling. But you're protected. Call back your power. Cut the cords for your soul retrieval. So it's cutting the cords with the folks that don't need you so you can be fully unprotected. Remember, you didn't need them either. Not only did they not need you, you didn't need them either. Thank you for your compliment. Oh, I forgot to post my Cash App thing, but it's guaranteed for Lauren. FOLARIN. It's in my about information. I'm sorry, I'm not good at that. I normally just like to help. Still to the first person. You also got don't dim your light to fit in. How are you dimming yourself to fit in with other folks? You got take a break. A life's work is not a season, so get off the treadmill. Somebody is saying take a break on yourself. That how you're working yourself, trying to prove it to other people. Things don't seem to be coming to you that way. You got Anna, grandmother of Jesus. Seeding the light, laying foundations, the divine plan. She keeps saying, I'm here to help you if you're willing to say this is something that you can do. Only if you're willing to do it will I be standing right with you to help it get it off the ground. She said, it's cool to be tough, but it's nice to be a different type of tough. She had the sword behind her back instead of drawn and ready to go. A different type of tough. You don't have to expose that portion of the warrior at all times. Some things don't need that. Hmm?
I said she don't know what to tell you because she don't got around.
Oh. I don't know. Okay. Laura Ann, if you could do me a favor and go to Facebook, because I forgot to post it, or maybe I can do it. I lied. I could do this part. I forgot to post and tell them that I'm live. Well, I was going to do a surprise live on the Facebook too, but then I didn't get to, so that was weird. Oh, shoot. And I'm still doing this wrong, y'all. Okay. My bad. Laura Ann. You're doing, you got some, somebody said you, I don't know, it's like you're, doing something that you would, Laura Ann, this is for you, and I'm trying to figure out what it is, but it has something, I feel like it has something to do with your words. I see a lot of blue here. And this is pink, so this is very new. So it feels like you're doing something new. Yeah, if you can, I don't know what that means. Hey, Nay.
Hey,
Scott said, hey, Nay. Laura Ann, the new that it feels like whatever you're doing is extremely familiar. It feels like just in front of new people. So it's I guess it's like a shaking up of, hey, home from the hospital. That's what I like to hear. That's good. That's awesome news. Now that's crazy. I'm sorry, Laura Ann. You show up so, it's like, you know how when something, like when you're in the car and you feel like you're about to get into a wreck, and how everything just in you just shakes, like you're completely shaken up and like you're hot or whatever. Now you come through like that, and I can't tell whether that's out of rage, out of fear, out of like what do you call it? Like it's like giving the feeling of free falling, like craziness. And no, it's giving that shaky. Like I got shaky. Something else is going on with your belly though. Like that belly right here though feels like it's free falling. You know, like when you're on one of those swing boat thingies and it keeps taking your belly, but that's only right here. Everything else feels like it's like, but like it feels, to me, it feels like that near, you know, like when you think something crazy is about to happen and it's like, oh my God, that scared the heck out of me. And like you're so shaken up. That's how you feel. But then it feels like a whole bunch of other something's on it. It's like, I want to cry. I want to, I want to cry. I want to fight. I want to dance. I want to, it's like you're caught in between trying to feel how you feel and trying to feel the way you know somebody would want you to feel. So you're trying to find a medium between the two. I don't know. Sorry. That's, ooh. Yeah. I don't know. You are, I'm sorry, Laura Ann, what you are doing feels like you are, like I said, doing something very familiar in a new crowd. You keep getting don't be nervous because we're standing right with you. You've got keepers of the earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Then you got trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Your dad keeps saying, we just talked about this, with the fact that you know that you're being supported, the fact that you know that you made a whole different type of contact and connection, with the fact that you have that, what are you going to do with it? To know that your whole dream is fully supported and protected. This, what are you going to do with it? This, get grounded to jump into this transformation wholly, like fully. No more half stepping. You're already doing it, so you might as well just keep saying yes to everything else that's coming. No half stepping. You already doing it, so just keep saying yes to everything. The scary parts, yes. The funny parts, yes. Why are people so afraid to laugh unless it's at somebody? What is that? Oh, dang, I was supposed to start with a rant. I forgot. We'll talk about Nate's feelings real quick. Laura Ann, what are you doing? It feels like you're doing, like I said, something familiar in a new crowd. But somebody is about to be surprised. Nay, somebody says, please don't make us go back to the basics. You've already done this. The initiation, rites of passage, crossing the threshold, right? Don't go back in there. Don't go back. Don't go back. Don't go back. Don't go back. You got to find a balance. Otherwise, you'll be going backwards. You got Arma. Where are you being called to journey to? You got break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future, and protection. Call back your power. Cut the cord. Soul retreat. Somebody said, don't go backwards. Backwards would not be the place to go now, because this is what it looks like. It is dark as fuck. Don't let fear of not knowing what a world without certain people in it, or without certain moments that you wanted shared with someone. Nay, when I'm talking about when I'm talking about going back, it's like it's those, it's to keep on saying that, to wish someone was here instead of remembering that they're standing there. So a piece of it, a piece of those moments always seem dark. You play a part, remember, in this whole thing. You're one of the very few people that I've met that is actually semi onto your gift that you have. So you're being called to do something else. You've already did the hard part, that breaking the chain and you letting go of whatever. So now that you know you're fully protected, there would be no reason to kind of step back in those I wish moments instead of I know moments. That would be the step back. That would be it'll feel like something is constantly missing, and you're constantly chasing something. So nothing will ever constantly work out because something will always be missing. Everything is never going to be good enough. Instead of just knowing that they're standing. So make sure we don't go back to the I wishes, and make sure that we're telling the folks that's standing around us, even if they don't believe it, they don't have to believe it. They don't have to believe it the way that you say it, but make sure you still not watching your words in front of them. Like when they be like, oh man, I wish Nana was here. Girl, she's probably sitting right there behind you, laughing in that chair, coming out the kitchen with a motherfucking drink. What are you talking about? She's probably right. Let me see. Yeah, sitting over with mom. Find yourself, center yourself in the room with them to let them know that her presence is in there and where. She has never left the room. Girl, you left Ziggy upstairs by herself? Yeah. My Nana's watching her. Like, bro, what are you talking about? My granny's watching her. And the fact that you already know that Ziggy knows she's cool. She's not unsafe. Yeah, I heard Ziggy toss and turn last night, but I knew Keith I had it. I was down, sleep with the baby. I was good. Remind yourself that they have her. That you're not without the help. They're there for the real moments where you're taking real breaks. Still call. If the phone is still ringing, they ain't gave that number to nobody. Still call. Leave a message. Get it all out. Say what you want to say. I keep telling y'all have to have these conversations. If you all do not have these conversations, you won't get the answers you need. Right? It's the same way that it works with somebody in real life. If you never say anything, they don't know they stepped on your goddamn toes. So you can't be mad that they never apologized. They didn't even know. So if you call and you leave a message, leave a message. You'll get the answer, and you know that. You've literally seen that when we talked about when it came to the dress. Got the message. It's not cool when they take over your phone, though. I don't like when people do that. Do something completely different with your shit. It's not cute. A lot of folks that have interacted with me over the last, I would say, about 3 years, 2 to 3 years, they are people who are the ones who are breaking the chain, and the one who took the initiation to, break the generational curses for their family. And that, so it trickles back, but it trickles back, but it floods forward, if that makes any sense. Because Normally the older generation, they don't get it until it's too late. That's why you always have what you heard them call like a midlife crisis, and they probably get like 2 or 3 of those because you get these 70-year-olds who want to get tattoos across their chest and ride a Harley across the damn Mason Dixon. I don't know, just weird shit, right? Like that. You get them and they get those that trickle back breakage way too late. And you don't want that. So the folks that I normally deal with, this is what I try to get folks to do. Be the first in your family to do this part. It is the hardest part, but I promise you it's so rewarding. The problem is that folks get scared. They get scared on where they're being called to do, on what they're being called to do, forgetting that they called in a whole team of folks. Y'all, when y'all open up these doors, y'all calling in a whole team of folks. And like I always tell people that tell me I'm demonic, unless you think your loved ones were crazy, demonic ass, I'm gonna kill you evil ass people, ain't nothing that I'm doing demonic. My message literally just made you smile. They told you happy birthday, for crying out loud. They told you thank you for their celebration. Like, how's that demonic? I'm sorry that I can hear them and you can't. I know that when we leave here, you will literally still be thinking of how I passed that message to you, just standing in a Kroger parking lot. So regardless of your angry words at me, and you may not have understood it, and usually confusion, just anger just comes straight with it. So you get angry with me, but you think about it. Even the people who have been nasty to me in public, because like I tell you all, my messages will always be live right here and in person. I don't like to read for the collective because to me that's like a pastor and it's like a one size fits all. All Libras aren't going through the same thing. They're not always surrounded by the same energy. I get that. Take what resonates and then leave what don't. But as you can see what church has done to people, everybody think church is a million somethings. Like you can ask the next person what it is or why they go or why it's whatever. And they'll give you those basic answers, but when you start to get in those in-depth conversations, you end up finding out they don't understand church just as much as the fuck you don't. Everything is the pastor said. Well, pastor said. They don't get it. My messages ain't one size fit all. Y'all not one size fit all. Y'all going through different shit. But like I said, I'm not a relationship this and that. Now, if your relationship comes up and it feels kind of whatever, do we speak on it? Yeah, but are we telling people to leave, to go, he's a this is that? No, we don't do drama. We just do elevation over here. We're just talking up. I don't tell people to stay, to go, to nothing. If you checked any of my other videos on here, I tell y'all I have been through a bunch of crazy things myself. So when it's right, that's the other thing I tell you all. It's about timing, but the time is yours. Nothing is moving without you. When you say you're ready to do something, then you really do it. Whether that be leaving a job, buying a home, buying a car, leaving a relationship, whatever. That's on your time. It's never I should have been done. No, stop looking at your life like that. You shouldn't have been anything. What you shouldn't have done was had to have learned that type of behavior. But you did. So that was the uncool part. So you didn't do anything wrong. Don't be scared. All of us have every last one of us has the ability to something. Like everybody has that. It's just about learning how to turn into yourself. How can you mother yourself in order to give it back to everybody, if that makes any sense. Being able to tap into your gift is the true epitome of you've been fully giving something to yourself so good, so great, so long that you can actually share it. So it's like, well, dang. So it's learning how to love yourself in all the little ways that you want somebody else to love you and to love you for, and then being able to share it. So that's what I did in order to be able to share this gift with you all. Now, is everybody's gift like mine? No, not at all. And I say that in a sense because I know most folks just think I'm a medium, but like how Laura's father just keeps saying, "What the hell is this red cord to?" And it's to my phone charger. It's like they're able to. I don't know how to explain it. They come, they wave their hands, they dance, they like to touch things, they like to drive cars, they feel heavy. I can feel hair if they have bangs or a thick mustache for men or like any of that hair. You'll see me like if I'm doing the read, you'll see me, keep touching on me if it's a guy showed up or whatever, like those things. Those abilities. Most folks have the ability, everybody should be able to have the ability to like pull cards, meaning centering your energy enough to back out of the room enough to pick up on someone else. So you should be able to tell how they feel just by standing next to them. Like when people are sick, a lot of you all don't understand that you all are so in tune with the room that you be standing next to somebody and you would swear they smell bad and somebody else will tell you no. You can smell their bodies running from the inside out, and then when they find out, you be like, dang, so-and-so had pneumonia. You be like, damn, and then you wonder why they smelled so funny. When you were standing next to them, you could smell their sickness. They couldn't. Or it could have been something that they were hiding. Cancer smells really bad. To smell somebody's body rotting from the inside out, I've smelled it twice since having this gift. But if you all center yourselves and slow down enough, that's why I keep telling y'all to find y'all's time. Y'all's time will tell you what your gift is. But you got to be ready. That fearful walking into it, no, that's not how it works. You can't say I want it, but ooh, what if it feels like this? Either you want it or you don't. Lesbian beauty, you got a congratulations. Why do you keep getting congratulations? You just got feels like you just got other news. Like in other news. What is your other news? Or either you have other news or you're waiting on other news, but if you're waiting on the news, somebody keeps saying congratulations. Don't treat growth like stagnation. Remember to keep loving on yourself. You got the great gathering. It says it's all coming together. I will get better at all of this stuff, you all, when it comes to camera and lighting and whatever. But I'm really sorry that I'm not better at it. Does anybody have anything that they want to talk about? One of you all can ask a question. It's funny, the first two cards out was a lone. The first two cards out were lone people who were alone, hanging in like a bunch of colors or whatever. And then the second two cards out were girls that were in white. Y'all say whatever I talk about. That's just funny. And the last card was this. This card is the overall. So I guess we're just talking about energy in the room. Whoever else just joined in, hey. Oh, I forgot to do it. Dang. What was my rant about? Oh, copping out. That's probably where we're going right here. That's probably, okay, this is probably what my rant is. Yeah. Manipulation, control, role playing, wishful thinking. This is the overall. What good is sitting alone in your room? Come here. Come here. The music play. Life is a cabaret, oh chum. Come to the cabaret. Says life is a cabaret, a theater, a performance. We are acting out roles as villains and heroes, like marionettes. We are both manipulated and manipulating, writing and following the script. We share the stage with others for some acts and perform solo in the others. In this parody, we can create artificial scenarios or planned outcomes. We can transform into something and someone we are not. There may be a creative benefit in what we encounter. And what we encourage to fulfill our dreams and wishes. The danger is in losing oneself in the role and losing touch with the reality beyond the stage doors. I think this, for me, my rant was going to be about people asking for shit and then turn around and acting like that wasn't the shit that they was asking for, or they don't understand why certain shit is happening to them when it's the shit that they calling in. Like, I was going to talk about that Roe versus Wade. No offense, but women have been manifesting Roe v. Wade overturned since the day that it got overturned. Y'all been talking about it. It's still brought up in every congressional meeting. I don't even understand why. It wasn't even a topic. But y'all think about it. And they talk about it, and we allowed them to keep talking about it, and we kept talking. They brought it up one time, and then it gets everybody buzzing. They bring it up every whatever, and then it's buzzing. That was the only card that they had to play, and y'all are scared. Why? This new sexual embrace power empowerment or whatever that y'all done got over yourselves. You all shouldn't be afraid, right? Right now would be the time what I was talking about to get a wrangle on all that sexual energy that you're putting out there. Since we're still knowing that we're living in a world with people that can lie and twist the truth, and there's two sides to every story on how things work, right? They're trying to repopulate a world. We're not stupid. We get that, right? I congratulate the young generation for not thinking that you got to be 16 and married with kids, and then turn around and think that you got to be 25 and married with kids and settled down with a career and this and that. You should have had it all figured out. Or then the American dream changed till 35. You should have this and this by this time, or whatever, right? Every time you step somewhere, it's a bending of the truth. But man, when you turn 25, shit just really start changing. You're able to do this. And no, you're not. Shit's just as hard for me at 20. It's like being 7. Everywhere you go, they tell you you're not old enough. You don't make enough, you don't wear enough, you're not smart enough, you don't have enough, you don't do enough, you're not something enough. Everywhere you go, something's twisted and it's bent, right? Your job is to still keep playing your role. Otherwise, you look like you got caught up in the lies. You became one of the manipulators. Y'all talking about all of that stuff that y'all don't want. I tell y'all to get out of that stupid ass TV, out of that Law and Order SVU. That's the stuff you all are manifesting. I get it. Those are somebody's stories, and they're being told, and they should have been, and they were. Stop watching that shit. If that's the only thing that you watch, that's the fear that you create everywhere you go. Oh, honey, I don't go nowhere. People be trying to rape you, and then they be trying to do all. Get out of it. Get out of it. Y'all watch all that reality TV. I think it's okay to go get drunk every day, or just have a ton of drinks with your friends in the middle of the day on a Tuesday just for nothing. But y'all keep saying it's on a Tuesday, but it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It really is. A lot of y'all got drinking problems, and y'all had them before the Rona. Y'all don't realize it. Y'all think because y'all socially drinking, but if you social every goddamn day, all goddamn day, that you drunk. That's just the bottom black ass line, as Precious would say. I don't do collective readings because when certain people say let such and such go, because the thing is it's per person. So, like, when people show up to me and they say, I want to know if my husband is cheating or if this, and that, something that he said, did, done, is doing made you feel like that. So don't come to me and ask a question that you know that you've seen and I don't know y'all. You know how it made you feel. You're asking me to answer questions that you have all the access to. I'm supposed to, like, it's not fair to ask me to do something that you're not willing to do, which is face the truth. You wouldn't need to hear it from me if you feel it all up and through here from you. That's why I don't do that. I don't talk about relationships. I don't do any of that. Those things, I'm here to tell you how to be you. Those relationships and shit, that's for y'all. You can tell when somebody is not giving you what you want and you still shoving it down saying, but it's all right. But it's not. So you wouldn't need me to tell you that it's not all right when you keep telling yourself it's not, because you cry about it. It hurt your feelings. You called your homegirl and this motherfucker had the nerve to tell me, bitch, he got to... You don't need me to tell you that's some bullshit. You knew that was some bullshit. So I don't do that. What I will tell people is to calm down first and see if it's fears getting in the way or if you're actually being disrespected. Make sure there's not a miscommunication before you decide to just throw the hands up, because we got a quick thing with throwing our hands up really, really quick and saying just fuck it. I ain't got time. I ain't about to do this. It's on to the next one. So it's like, it's not necessarily fighting for anything. I don't believe in, I guess when I say fighting, I don't really necessarily believe in fighting for anything like that. But I do believe in having an understanding to know whether it's something that you want to stick with or walk away from. Whether that be your job, your house, your relationships, you know what I mean? Just of all kinds. So, like that. What up, Jay? Nay is so stupid. I'm saying, don't get me wrong, like, we drink and we have fun and we have a good time, but it's not all day, every day. I wanted to talk about this manipulation thing. Again, I'm sorry, I'm going back to my rant. I know I got a little bit off topic, but I'm going back to my rant. These people down here playing the puppet, these people down here telling you all who you are, essentially, right? That's what y'all allow folks to do. This thing is being weird and freezing. Please let me know if I'm freezing. These people, this manipulation thing that you are playing part to, it's because a lot of you all are afraid to be by yourself. Spend time by yourself. Get to know yourself creatively or whatever. A lot of y'all think that the things that jump into you all's heads is crazy. It's not. It's unheard of because they're in your head. Nobody never heard them but you. They're supposed to be out. Say something. A lot of y'all don't know how to find peace with being alone. A lot of you all find fear in alone because we're so used to codependency. But a lot of us don't realize that's where we get most of our best rest. And when I say rest, I don't mean take your ass to bed. Wake up. A lot of y'all need to get the fuck up too. A lot of y'all sleep too much. A lot of y'all is sleeping and then wonder why y'all still waking up tired, because you're not mentally resting at all. Half the shit that you are either dreaming about, astro traveling with, you never speak that shit out into life. So your head is going all the time. Your head is just filled with all these things, thoughts, dreams, places that you've been, all this shit, and you've never spoken out loud. There's peace in settling your thoughts. Knowing how parts and pieces come together. And you be like, man, I had this one dream. And then I jumped into this another place. That's what happened. You went to touch somebody and you fell into a portal. It took you somewhere else. That's literally how life happens. If y'all never watched like the 100 and it feels like, damn, I just think, that's why we get to saying, it was just like a couple, 2 months, you know, that was like when about 3 months ago, they'd be like, girl, it was 2 years ago. That was 2 years ago. Ain't no way. Then y'all on your phone looking up when so-and-so was. Like y'all searching pictures from whatever because you know it got the date on it. Portals. We didn't even realize we stepped through them. Time passed us that quick. We're in one of those portals and one of those anomalies. You jump in 10 minutes to somebody else's 10 years on the outside. To somebody who's not standing where you're standing. My phone is ringing, Sky. I don't know who that is. Yeah. I don't like people who ask me what.
So,
Okay. I don't like people who ask me what they're supposed to be doing either. Like, can you tell me my purpose? Well, hell, I had to fight for mine.
I'm sorry, protocol.
You know what I'm saying? That's your job to say why you're here. I don't want to be the next person pulling the strings saying, hey, this is what you should do. Open a business where you're doing hair care. And then you open a franchise and you're doing so. I don't want to say that shit. If you know you love to do hair, that's not my job to tell you that you love it. It's my job to help you love yourself enough to keep growing in it, to share it. That's it. To let go of all the jobs that you got to make sure that you're doing what you love. Make you feel like nobody's pulling the strings but you. That way when you say, well, I don't want to punch nobody's clock, you're still punching a clock. It's just your time. But a lot of y'all, like I said, don't see the beauty and the creativity in standing by yourself. Y'all feel like it's alone. It's not. There's peace and solitude in collecting, like I said, collecting your thoughts. Instead, y'all would rather, I don't know, pretend to be cool and really just following suit with everybody else. Is probably who these ladies are over here in the white. Yeah, you got patience and waiting for the right moment. And then this card is number 2. Hold on, let me see what they got. Yeah, instead of waiting for your time like you're supposed to be, right? Patience and waiting for the right moment. Here you are, trying to belong some damn where, following suit, looking like a damn fool, knowing goddamn well you is not one of them birds. You trying to take flight on a situation that has nothing to do with you, on a mission you is not prepared the fuck for. And then y'all keep wondering why shit keeps crashing and burning. If you don't have wings, my nigga, you cannot fly. Well, everybody else is just doing it. Bitch, it's not you. It's not for you. You knew you had no balance, but you hopped your ass on a pair of skates. Why would you do it? You walk crooked. Why would you jump on skates? You had no trust in yourself. You was all full of fears before you put the skates on your feet. And you said, y'all let me fall. No, we didn't. It's y'all's fault I got hurt. No, it's not. We went skating. You didn't have to skate. You could have just hung out. You out there with a point to prove, trying to belong. I can skate, but you know you can't. You've never skated. Somebody said, girl, I grew up with her. When we go to the skating rink, she didn't ever skate. All she did was wait for it to be time for the dance. So, and her sneakers was already on. She was on the floor freaking somebody down. That's what she was doing. She never put skates on. And here you are, 29, trying to skate when your ass ain't never skated from 8 to 12. Like the prime skating years, you was never doing it. You never found the balance. You was never comfortable with none of that shit. Don't make no sense. Trying to fit in. Trying to fucking fit in. My problem is that when people show up and they ask me things like that, y'all want me to be this puppet master, and that's not what I am. That's not fair either. Hell, I got my own shit to worry about. I got kids. Like real ones. Like that I'm paying for. Like to live and to breathe and to other shit. Like I'm paying kids. Like I got real ones. I get it that my title is Gaia and I'm Mother Earth, and I feel like I am doing my job and telling people how to let go of the things that they need to let go to be who they want. That's what your mom does, right? Like a really good mom. She keeps telling you that you've got it a million times over, right? She tell you that you got it, and then when she needs to step away to say, they be like, oh man, you should rush in there. And they say, no, she got it. She'll get it. They'll get it. Some of y'all, it's like that. And then other ones of you are holding on for dear life like, mama, please don't drop me. Mama, please, I just need more time to figure this out. I'm just scared, mom. Y'all sound like Smokey in the back of the motherfucking truck. A lot of y'all niggas sound like Smokey in the back of the motherfucking truck. That's the part. And I hate that because I'm asking you all what you all like about yourself, or what you know about yourself, or what you want to do, or what you want to be, or what did you want to be. I can ask y'all what y'all wanted to be when y'all was 10. Girl, I don't know. I ain't never wanted to be nothing. I've had people look me in my face and tell me they have never wanted to be nothing in their life. That don't even sound. Do you know how crazy that sounds? But that's what you all say. Y'all so used to somebody else pulling the strings, and y'all so busy trying to follow suit, that's stepping out and finding out who you are and then waiting on the perfect time to show it seems unfreaking heard of. Is crazy. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I was trying to go live on the Facebook for you all, so that way I could make sure that I had my that I wanted to get more people from over there to hear, but I don't know how that's working. It's the pulling of the strings for me. So if you tell somebody to reach out to me, y'all, it don't matter what you pay me or what you're doing. I won't charge you no amount of nothing to go back and tell you any of those things. I don't do that. I normally don't go back and connect. I won't waste your time to go back and connect you with people that you just want to know certain situations on. I don't do that either. I don't know. The job here is growth, like in a major way. What time is it, Joe? It's about time to go get Zal. It's card 43. It's about growth. This says obsession, delusion, self-interest. That's what y'all do. Y'all create a false reality because y'all get obsessed with how somebody else looks that you want to turn into them. So if, when you don't like what you see in the mirror, y'all aren't interested in yourselves, and then wonder why ain't nobody interested in y'all. Y'all are asking for things that you all don't want, and it's like everybody keeps wanting to get lucky, and I don't believe in luck. Instead of just being vulnerably themselves. I don't know what this 44 is. Instead of just being themselves and then following with people who actually are doing what they're doing, instead of that one girl. Remember that one girl in the white that just looked a damn fool? She did not fit in. This girl fits in. She's her raw self with a certain tribe of folks, with folks that share common goals and values. I don't know. Y'all don't want that. Y'all want to just try to take chances with and on everything because you've seen something.
Are we dropping Kayla off?
What time is it? Is she ready?
It's 16.
Has she said anything?
She ain't texting me. Oh, okay.
I don't know. Wait on everybody to see what their gift is. That's me. I do know that. Waiting for everybody to find that balance of who they are and their chakras and placing themselves above it all. You know what I mean? And still holding a balance with everything. I'm waiting on that. That I do know. To know that it is okay to be 1,000 different people and interested in 1,000 different things and to share it. That's why. Oh, that makes sense. I don't want y'all to feel like y'all bearing the weight of other people. If anybody is up top, like I said, it's okay to love 1,000,000 people at once. But if you ain't at the top of the list, nothing is trickling down. Because they not giving it to you. So, it means nothing is coming and nothing is going. I do have to call my kid.
Did you have to what?
Alice, I do. Did you call Kayla?
I just texted her.
What'd she say?
She ain't texted back.
Let me call.
She said neither. asked her if she was getting dropped off or if he coming to pick her up, and she said